Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and welcome to Heather's Hectic Hideaway. As y'all know, if you've stuck around for a while, I have been missing for about 3 weeks now, almost a month, but turns out I was one of the lucky ones that got COVID. Currently still have it, but I am hopefully on the mend. But today I wanted to share with y'all quickly my top 22 books to read in 2022, and I have not started any of these so far, and it's the end of January, so this is going to be fun. But I'm currently on lunch break because I'm working overtime today, so I'm going to try to fly through most of these books y'all have already seen. But without further ado, let's jump right in. And the first book is A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. I absolutely love Paula's writing, and I got this book whenever it was released, but I have yet to read it. So, A Slow Fire Burning, and I'll put that back on the shelf. Then the next one is one that everybody and their grandmas, their granddaddies, everybody's talking about. That is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I had read her other series from a long time ago about the aliens, but I never did finish that series. Everybody says this one is awesome though, except for like the last 2 books for whatever reason. But I am excited to jump into that world. Then the next one that I have on my list, I actually have decided that I am going to try to, one of my goals for 2022 is to completely read all of my old NetGalley books that I have, and if they have physical copies, typically I've been buying them, but I've been also trying to find them at my library. But I bought a copy of Smollett Missions by Amy Popel, and it's about a grad student where her fiance ditches her, but like her life is basically falling apart. And yeah, so Smollett Missions. The next one that I have is also another arc that I had through NetGalley. I actually got part of the way through it and DNF'd it for whatever reason. Me and Sydney both did not finish this book, but that is The Night Before by Wendy Walker. I was really enjoying it, and I just didn't finish it. So whenever I get back in the thriller mood this year, I'm going to pick up The Night Before and actually finish it this time. Another arc that I had on NetGalley but had a finished copy of now is Pretty Funny for a Girl by Rebecca Elliott, and the back of it says, Hayla Swinton dreams of being in stand-up, but she's not confident. A plus-size girl like her belongs on stage, especially after bombing at comedy night. So when the impossible cool and funny Leo Jackson asks for help creating routines, Hayla's thrilled to flex her funny bone behind the scenes, but when friends warn her of Leo's intentions, Hayla's not ready to listen, and she might just be digging herself deeper toward heartbreak. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty good book. I just need to actually pick it up. The next book I got for Christmas from Drew, and that is The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. I really enjoy Christina Lauren's writing as a duo, and everybody has been talking about this particular book by them, so I want to pick it up soon and read that one. The next one is a sequel, and I actually have 2 copies of this book, and that is When Night Breaks by Janella Angelus. That's the sequel to Where Dreams Descend. Oh my god, I had to think about it for a minute. But y'all, I love this copy. This is the Owl Crate edition, and it's like so shiny. I love it. But yeah, When Night Breaks. And obviously I can't tell you much about that one because it's a sequel. But the next one that I have, well really the next few are going to be pretty big books. But this one is Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff. I have started this book. I have made it 135 pages into Empire of the Vampire, but I haven't continued it yet. So I do want to start completely over because I don't remember anything about it and finish it this year. Next we have A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I was trying to pick out some of my bigger books on my shelves to get through, and Kimberly from Whimsical Narratives picked this book out for me to read a couple weeks ago for a reading vlog that never made it up. But yeah, I will definitely be doing a reading vlog of this one. And then another sequel that I have is the sequel to King of Scars, which is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. I have not continued in the series. This book is huge. It's over 450 pages. And I just was not expecting that at all. But yeah, here is Rule of Wolves. Hi, Rosie. The next book that I have, my lovely dog wants to make an appearance today, y'all. But the next book that I have is a book that I also had a physical copy of after it released from NetGalley, and that was 6 Goodbyes We Never Said by Candace. And I had this book around 2015-ish, I want to say, is when it released, but my cousin was deployed, and it does have military family in it, so it was kind of triggering me at the moment, and I just never finished it. But this is one of my main priorities for the year because I've had it just way too long. Next, I have another arc, and that was The Court of Miracles by Kester. And I know nothing about this, but it says the French Revolution of 1828 has failed and Paris is in mourning. So, and it's not that long, so I can pretty quickly read this book and get it over with. And I love the UK paperback edition. The next book I also got in the same order with The Court of Miracles, and I just thought it was interesting, and I really want to read it soon. And that is On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. And basically, it's about a lady who is 82 years old. She passes away in her sleep, and then she goes to her door of heaven, and says that she reaches the door of her own private heaven, and she finds she's become her 72 or 27-year-old self, and the door won't open. So that's interesting to me. I really want to know how this ends up. The next one is a Book of the Month pick that I got, and it is Winter in Paradise by Elin Hildebrand. I really enjoy Elin's writing, and I've wanted to start this series for a while. I have books 2 and 3 on Kindle from NetGalley, so I needed to read this one first before I continue. And so hopefully I'll be able to read this one in February as well. Then I also have Legendborn by Tracy Dion, which everybody's talking about Bloodmark now, the sequel. I have yet to read this one, so I kind of need to get on that. So yeah, there is Legendborn. Then I also got The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary in the same order as the other 2 books from Book Depository. And everybody's talking about Beth O'Leary lately, and so I wanted to pick up this book, and I just love the cover. It's super cute. And so yeah, I am definitely going to be picking this up soon as well. Then I have a couple classics here that have been on my shelf for God knows how long that I need to get through. One being the gigantic Les Mis. I have been trying to tackle this book for quite a while now, and I'm up to page 113 in it. And I was physically reading this, annotating it and everything. So I believe I'm going to continue in that journey and read about 100 pages a month or so. And I should finish it by the end of the year. So yeah, here is my copy of Les Mis by Victor Hugo. Then I have a copy of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. And I was really enjoying this one as well whenever I was reading it. I just didn't continue for whatever reason. And I'm on page 34 or 35. But I have tabbed the heck out of Jane Eyre. And so I probably will pick this one up very soon as well because, I mean, it's a chunker, but the story is super easy to read. So I feel like I could get through that one pretty quick. The next book that I have is a first book in a series, Nocturna by Motein. I'm not sure how you say her last name, I'm sorry. But I've had this book on my shelf since it released pretty much, and everybody was blowing up talking about it. Then the sequel comes out. I still haven't read the first one, so gotta be soon. The next book I have is a sequel in a series, and that is The King of Crows by Libba Bray. I'm in a buddy reading group with Melanie from Completely Melanie, Clint from Reed's Readers, and a couple other people, and they were reading The Diviner's Book 1, so it kind of inspired me to see if I can continue on and read this book in the series, because I've had it for quite a while, and I still have it tabbed up. Oh, that stack is getting heavy. Let's turn some books. And then I'm down to the last two books, y'all. And the next to last book is a book by an author who is an auto-buy author for me. And that is The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. I have not yet read his newest release, which is this one. And I really need to get around to it. I love the cover of it. It's so pretty. But yeah, I have The Wish to read. And the very last book is also another book that Kimberly picked out for me to read. And that is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. And I've wanted to pick it up last month, but I didn't get around to it. And so hopefully I will be able to get around to it very soon and get this read. But yeah, guys, those are my top 22 books to read in 2022. Comment down below. Let me know what your reading goal is. And I'll see you guys in the comments. Bye!